So I got this fresh shirt on because I'm about to show you how to grow your own fruits and vegetables fresh at home from, you know, the little clippers that you get at the grocery store. So
Ryan Little.
Cyn Doll here, coming at you with another video. And in this video I'm going to show you how to start your own garden at home with the little clippings and things that you normally throw in the trash after you use the fruits and vegetables that you get from the grocery store. Two types of onions, bok choy, tomatoes, green peppers, red peppers, just to name a few. So if you want to know how to start your own garden at home, then keep on watching. And as you keep on watching, before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe here to my channel. And once you subscribe, be sure to click that bell notification so you're notified every single time I post another video. Because you here already, you didn't watch the intro, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up just because it helps your girl out. Y'all done heard it enough. Go ahead, subscribe, and give the video a thumbs up, and let's start growing our own vegetables at home. Okay, so let's get started. Everyone has a little potato in their pantry that has a little sprout, and most of the time you throw it away when it's a whole bunch of those, but that is the last thing you want to do. What you need to do is go ahead, slice this off, let it dry overnight, and once you place it in water, eventually these sprouts will grow. What you need to do is go ahead. So I had to pause real quick because I was just too excited about the growth. Keep in mind, this is going to be a time lapse, so you guys are going to see some drastic changes. Once this is suspended in water, you can clearly see that it is growing some really strong and powerful roots. So I'm going to place that in there, but I'm going to go ahead and take this out so it can do its thing. And you are going to see from that little small, you know, little spud that we normally throw away, this is what you can create. These roots are very, very strong, extremely powerful. And now really quick, I just want you guys to watch this process of this sweet potato. This is a sweet potato, by the way, and one of those white sweet potatoes, not like a yam. There's a difference, but check it out. On this day in particular, I'm just gonna go ahead and repot it, but at this point it's been repotted in this pot for about maybe a week. Look at this growth process. So now it is time for me to replant this because it has grown quite a bit, and I do have a couple of other regular potatoes in there. So now I'm just putting a little bit more dirt in and getting it in another pot so the roots have a room to expand, because this is growing super fast. Sometimes it's like really windy outside, so I'm bringing it in, and as I repotted, as you can see, it was a little lump-sided and I was really nervous, but your girl does have a green thumb, so she look a little droopy right now, but she about to be cute in a minute. She just got a little attitude because of the way that I dropped her in here. She mad at me, and then what had happened was I took a nap and I forgot to move it out and they got hot. But look, she cute now. Okay, we got her together. So the next thing you need to do is learn how to harvest herbs. This is a dandelion root, not the dandelions that are right outside of the house, but the same thing. And it's so crazy because dandelions have a powerful we'll have to do a whole nother video on it. Okay, just understand that when it comes to herbs, the first thing you want to do is make sure you can recreate them by first creating a whole nother root. So we'll get to a video like that coming really soon, because as you can see, I was stumbling over my words because I got too excited. Here we go with lettuce. The lettuce that you get from the store, you can cut that lettuce about 2 inches from the root and place it in water, and you will literally see on a daily basis this is growing. Everything that I am showing you is over a 72-hour period. 72 hours later, not even 72 hours later after I cut, this is how the lettuce is growing, you guys. You can literally go to the grocery store and have a full garden in your house. All of the scraps that you throw away are not scraps. That is how you restart the vegetable that you have. If you have some mason jars, you can start your own garden at home. Here is bok choy. So I love making bok choy, and we'll get to that in a second, but let's get to some green onions. Yes, it's a lot, I know. Rewatch the video and stuff. So this is two different versions. The first version is in soil, and this is how it came out. It was pretty cool, but I'm going to show you a different tactic in a second. But this is how it was in soil. It only took about a week and some change for me to get any type of sprout. As you can see, the roots were doing really good. However, I did notice that they did hold on to a little bit of water. That could have been my fault, but we'll get to that in a second. As you can see, the roots did very, very good. Mind you, this is from the grocery store. Normally, you cut this off and you throw this in the trash, but did you know that if you just save these and put them in a mason jar, honey, you will never have to buy green onions from the grocery store again. So here's our sweet potato. She's still, you know, she was growing. That's when she was growing, and that's the bok choy and some sage and stuff. I'm sorry, this is going to be a full talk through. We're going to know each other. This is the bok choy before, when I first cut it off, and here we go now. It is growing. I'm changing the water out every day. There is a small amount of sugar and a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, just because I want it to have the same type of nutrients it would have if it was still attached to the ground. Initially, I had one in soil and one in water, but I noticed that the one that was in water was growing a lot faster than the one that was in soil, so I decided to switch them both to water, and you will see in a second how it grew. But as you can see, I have a whole lot of sprouts coming up of new bok choy. This is something that you can do with all of the vegetables that you buy, your celery, everything. That root that you normally throw away, do not throw it away, girl. Get you some get you some toothpicks or whatever, and stick them inside of mason jars and grow them over yourself, okay? It is not hard. I promise it is not, and it's actually very, very, very relaxing. So again, here is some of the green onion and how it is doing. It is doing very, very well, and I'm in love with it. I'm like, go outside and talk to my plants and stuff. So once again, here is the next version of plants that I have. This is some tomatoes, some red peppers, and some green peppers, and I actually got all of these from Lowe's. And you will be so surprised to know that if you go in Lowe's or Home Depot or any place that sells plants or anything like that, I got all three of these for less than $9. $9, excuse that noise. So literally, we are about to be in there for less than you would spend on actually buying the fruits and vegetables in store. It takes a little bit of time, but it is so worth it. So I got a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'm gonna just take a break, and in the morning I'm going to try another way for these green onions. So I decided to cut a little higher and just put them in water for the entire time that we're doing this. And right along with that, we're starting some other vegetables. So broccoli, as you can see, an organic potato that I just did. And here for this broccoli, I'm making sure that I'm avoiding some of these sprouts that have not came up yet, because I want to go ahead and grow what I'm cutting off. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is make sure you cut the bottom piece off, just so the water can suck into the roots. Next, we're going to grow some carrots. Now the carrot is not gonna grow from this. What we're doing is we're actually growing the leaf, and in those leaves we will eventually get seeds, and the leaves are very edible. Here we go with the avocado. Did you know you can get a root from the avocado seed? We'll get there in a second. Yes, so you can see that I took the avocado seed out, but make sure you wash it all the way down, because if you don't, all of the oil and stuff like that from the avocado will be on there, and it'll be very, very hard for the water to penetrate. Yes, the avocado is not staying in there, but it's in there right now. In this water, I have a small amount of sugar, just because that sugar is going to give my vegetables what they would have been getting if they were still a plant attached to mother. And you also just saw ground up avocado seeds, which is something that I do use as fertilizers for my plants. Okay, now here is some aloe vera leaf that was going bad, so instead of using it, I am deciding to go ahead and grow me another aloe vera plant, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Avocado seed, you probably can't see it, but it's starting to sprout a little bit, and already you can see a sprout. This is less than 72 hours later. You can already see that this carrot root is beginning to sprout. My loves, you can grow your own vegetables at home. Garlic, if you just simply take a garlic clove, take the skin off, and then place it flat in water and just cover the root of it up, you will get new sprouts. This is now ginger that will soon be ready to be planted, and you can regrow the ginger that you get from the dollar store. They sell ginger at the dollar store, not ginger, Lord, garlic, sorry. They sell garlic at the dollar store. So this is literally 2 days. 2 days. So 48 hours of me having this in a mason jar with a little bit of water. Okay, so here are all of my plants. They are doing very, very well. This is, like I said, there's our sweet potato. Huge. Can you believe that we started with this? We went from that to that. That is so amazing. And this little side right here, this is one little baby that fell, and I'm going to save her because a lot of them looked like this one. So you may think I'll have to just snip it off, but no, I've been talking to her and saying sorry. So I'm gonna fix her, and you need to subscribe so you can come back and see when she doing better. But here we go with the tomatoes. As you can see, those 2 little spots, well, 4 little spots, that is where we are going to get some tomatoes. Yes, and here we go. This is the green onion that has been in the ground, and as you can see, I don't know, I just like the way that the one that I cut higher up is growing better, and eventually I will plant it here, and boom, what is that? Some green peppers. You guys, so far I've seen about 9 of them coming through, and this plant was less than like $4. Crazy. Bok choy, like I said, is absolutely amazing. It's super easy to grow, you guys, because you literally cut it off at the root, and then the next thing you know, it starts to sprout once you leave it in water. Okay, so here we go. Still bok choy, and every once in a while you do want to make sure you're keeping your eye on it, because where the toothpicks were stuck in, it may start to like go bad or rot a little bit, and you don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure that you're going in there and making sure that you're cutting around, so you know it don't get rusty and dusty. Because can you grow properly if your breath stinking? Make sure your vegetables breath don't stink. This here is cabbage and shallot. So as you can see, the bottom of the cabbage has begun to grow roots. After you cut your cabbage apart, there is a root at the bottom of that cabbage. Take that root out, put some toothpicks in the sides of it, and put it in water with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Now, this apple cider vinegar is going to help me to get rid of some of the bacteria that is accumulating, as well as imparting a little bit of extra food for this plant during this phase, so we can get new roots, because it is not attached to mother. For an onion, the onions that you have, normally when you take an onion, you cut this part off and you throw it in the trash. Do not do that. Cut this little piece of this onion off, and then stick some toothpicks in the side of it and put it upside down in some water, and you will regrow whatever type of vegetable or whatever type of onion that it is. Same thing with this aloe vera. I'm letting it dry up, and then we're going to replant that. And here goes the bok choy. Remember the onion. Here we go. Less than 72 hours later, we have all of this growth. okay? You can regrow vegetables from the vegetables that you get from the grocery store. Do not throw them away. Right now, we are at a time where all of our money counts. Soon, coming really soon, I'm going to show you exactly how to have a garden full of herbs in your house, but I don't want to rush through this video. It's already been pretty long, but this here is basil, and so we're getting ready to grow basil and so many other things, and this is so easy to do. I know that it seems really scary to grow your own fruits and vegetables, but you can do it at home. Look at this carrot root. Don't pay attention to the darkness that you saw on the potato. That will be, you know, explained a little further in part 2. But here is our lettuce, you guys. Imagine where it will be a week from now, because this is 72 hours after I cut it from the root. I am so excited. You should be too.